Mickey 17 might actually be one of the best movies of the year so far, and I think it might actually be one of the best for the rest of the year. Bong Joon-ho's film is just brilliant. From the start, you are drawn into the life of this character called Mickey. Now, Mickey is played by Robert Pattinson, who plays 18 different versions of Mickey. Well, we don't see all of them, but he is shown probably as 18 different characters. He delivers a fantastic performance as some of these clones or copies of Mickey differ a bit. Like they have some personality traits that the other Mickey might not have. And the best part is how he plays off against himself when he is his own scene partner. So, yes, that's just one performance. There are plenty of great performances in this movie, especially by Mark Ruffalo, who is just such a funny bad guy in this movie, as well as Toni Collette, who plays his wife. And then obviously, Steven Yeun is also in this movie. He stars as Mickey's best friend, but he's kind of a sketchy guy. Naomi Eki stars as Mickey's love interest, and she's just a total badass. So yeah, all of these characters or actors together just deliver a fantastic story. And yes, story-wise, this is a brilliant story. It's based on a book called Mickey 7, but it's changed a little bit, which is great. It actually makes the story better. I didn't read the book, but I read about the book, and the film is just done in such a wonderful way by Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho is, once again, I can say, a fantastic, a wonderful, a brilliant director, and he did his best in bringing this story to life. And all I can say is thank you to him and the rest of the cast and the crew for bringing what might now be one of my favorite sci-fi movies ever. Now, it doesn't dive that much into the science part as it dives into the fiction part. They do explain how the copying works in a sense, but it's just all shallow stuff just to get you into the story and to focus more on the characters. Direction-wise, I think there are some wonderful shots in this movie. Bong Joon-ho is a fantastic filmmaker. He proved how brilliant he is and how his mind works. There are some practical effects as well as some visual effects, like CGI effects, and all were done beautifully. I mean, you can actually see that some of the alien creatures in this movie were probably practical and they look awesome, kind of like the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, the first one. And that's just brilliant to see practical effects come back into movies, or puppetry, whatever you want to call it. It just looks awesome. And yes, Mickey 17 focuses on some pretty deep themes, like morality and mortality, which I think it really answers those questions in the end. What is a life really worth? If someone like Mickey, who dies all the time but is actually still alive, is his life less worth than someone who can only die once? Is someone who died once life more worth than his? As well as the morality of cloning and stuff like that. And it also asks a few questions about some sketchy religions, which I think is awesome. And yeah, it's just a fun movie that really dives deep into some really, really important stuff that people sometimes don't really want to talk about, especially when it comes to death. So yeah, if you are looking for a great sci-fi movie to watch this weekend or this coming week, then Mickey 17 is definitely the movie for you. It has some really cool action sequences if you're looking for action. It has romance, obviously. It has a great, well, no, let me not spoil that. It has a great storyline that you can just dive into and enjoy. Mickey 17 is, like I said, when I started this video, it is fantastic. It's worth checking out. And if you're gonna watch it in the cinema, because the bigger the screen, the better the movie. Mickey 17, I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars.